here to talk about VF cables.
That's right. I even got some right here.
Ooh.
When we first got these, just like we mentioned in the other interview that we did for them, the first thing that shocked us is when we saw these speaker cables. I mean, these things are awesome. And when we first plugged them in and ran them through our rigs, actually we plugged in L's first, put your pedals all through them with all the 1-foot cables, and then ran the long lines through it. And we were just like, all right, well, cable's a cable. And then from there,
boom!
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty awesome. They're so much clarity to them, and just a lot of signal flow just through in there. There doesn't seem to be any degradation of anything that's going through, and just it's very clear, very tight. It almost sounds better than wireless.
That's technical speak for it sounding good.
Yeah, we hooked these guys up into my speaker cabs. I run a rack gear, and we ran these guys for our speaker cabs.
The difference was amazing in clarity, and you didn't quite notice that buzzy noise that you hear a lot with different cables and stuff. And like Chris mentioned too, I mean, just look at these things. These things are awesome. If you open these up and look at the solder connection.
It's restaurant quality.
So it sounds like there is something to be said for not only having the right guitar or the right speaker cabinet or the right effects, but also the cables that connect everything.
Well, everything you have in your gear is just as important as the next piece. Whether it be a guitar, whether it be your amp, whether it be your speaker, whether it be the cabinet the speaker's in, all of it is part of the completion of the unit that projects what you're playing out to the audience. So every single part of that has to be perfect. If you're using stomp boxes, every stomp box has to be perfect for your sound. Every controller that you use, every rack piece, it's all separate. It's not just one or the other. Everything is just as crucial as the next piece to put it together to make a whole rig sound at its best, to say the least.
Do what you pay for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do what you pay for.
The impression I'm getting is that the benefits you're getting from VF cables are not just for one instrument, but for all the instruments in the band that are using some type of electricity that require cables. You know, I understand, of course, your drummer doesn't necessarily need to utilize them because he doesn't have an electronic kit, but for lead guitar, for rhythm guitar, for bass guitar, you know, would all of you guys recommend those cables?
Absolutely. Yeah, totally. And the funny thing that you mentioned that is our drummer does have a complete set of mics for his kit that we take around with us. So his drum's always pre-mic'd, and we're going to utilize the VF cable in the mic cable scenario. Just pre-routed, so we have those with us at all times. We just hand them to the sound guy. Hey, we're pre-wired and ready to go. The
Don't
quality.
fuck shit up.
Yeah, man, this stuff has to be tough. It has to sound good. There has to be a clean flow of signal going from one piece to the other. And I'm not talking about that piece, but but no, it really does. It has to have consistency when you're going from your power amp to your cabinets. It has to be consistent. It has to flow. And just same thing with, like, if you're sending signal from simple mics that are going to front of house for the drums, you want everything to be good. So we try to make a sound man's life a lot easier by coming completely prepared and just say, turn us on, put it at 0, and don't have to do anything. Right.
I just want to say, Dave, thanks for all the great gear, and thanks for the free swag. Sorry I didn't wear it today, but I didn't want us to look like a fucking boy band. But I do have my shirt. It's awesome. I wear it often. So thanks, buddy.